Real quick, just want to say this video is not intended for kids. The Sims 4 is rated T for teen and it uses graphic mods. Hello, Rose8767 here, bringing another episode of the Sims 4 Danganronpa Dead End Hotel.
You can't tell me the deck is stacked. You can't whisper behind my back. You can't show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes. Oh, now I'm rising, and you can't bring me down. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. And my feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going at and turn it back around. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me. All the blood, sweat, and sacrifice. Oh, I paid the dearest price. There no shortcuts here for destiny. I'll take the long way proud. Oh, I know what I've earned, and now it's my turn. Lighting the fuse, let it burn.
So here we are. We're at the library, or the archives, as it was apparently called. It looks to be just a normal library, but supposedly there's secrets in these bookshelves of something that would uncover something that could uncover something on the island. So I'm gonna have, first of all, we're gonna clean up some books. We're gonna go ahead though. We're gonna have you each kind of like read something, see if you can find something. Because supposedly there's, well, he has to pee, so I'll let him pee. But supposedly there's some kind of secret on this island. Now, also, this is the only place I've actually seen animals on this island. Oh, there are no actual books to clean up, apparently. Oh, hello. Those are island spirits. Hello. But when I first loaded in, there was a bunny rabbit over here. Yeah, this is like the only place I've seen. I've like seen wild animals in this world. There's apparently bunnies. See, there's one now. There's apparently bunnies here that can be found here. There's birds. There's a suspicious urn over here, apparently. What the actual heck? There's just an urn chilling over here. Okay. That's worrisome. It's actually kind of worrisome. So there's an urn. She's angry. Why is she angry? Worst day ever from High Maintenance Street. Well, that's unfortunate for you. Yeah, there's island spirits on this one, apparently. There's also bunnies and, birds. That's legit the only time we've seen animals in this entire island. There must be something special about these archives, because we also apparently, there were people here, apparently, because there's bikes that have just been abandoned. So something happened, definitely. This being a clear sign of something happened. I wonder what else is hiding on the side. Also, there's a boat. There is a boat over here. Unknown caller. What? The drop-off isn't made. Don't be late. What? Who is this? Oh, it's just a prank. It's just a prank, bro. That was very sus, though, that happened right then and there. That was very interesting. First of all, how are they getting service? They haven't had service on this entire island. Anyway, I think they're kind of like, what they're finding initially is basically, it's the archive. So they're reading about the history of this island, and they're learning some information that they weren't expecting to learn. I really don't care about Finchwick Fair. Finchwick Fair. Anyway, they're learning about some history of the island. So obviously, whatever happened started in like 2020. So they're reading about the island a little bit, and they're learning some good stuff. There's been some good stuff on this island for generations. This island used to be a hip and happening resort once upon a time. This entire island chain was just a big old vacation tourist trap. And there wasn't really anybody living here. It was all just for vacations. I mean, there were some locals, but they seem to have split. What initially they're learning, though, is that some big climactic event other than what happened in the Danganronpa world prior to this happened on this particular island. So, originally, there was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, obviously, in the Danganronpa storyline. That happened in Japan. That it eventually spread to the US, but they're not exactly in the US right now. They don't know where they are. They don't even know the island chain's name of this island's chain name. What they are learning right now, though, is that something happened outside of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history that kind of seems to have made everybody on this island kind of run for the hills, try to get off as fast as they could, and they're still not sure of what that is. They can't seem to find a book that specifically says that. They just kind of, it wasn't exactly a fast thing to either. It's like, it was a slow progressing thing that everybody didn't acknowledge. Seems to what they could tell from the books is that people didn't acknowledge this at first. Everything was going fine in 2019, apparently. And then suddenly in 2020, on New Year's Eve, the thing that what people weren't really worried about, which they can't seem to find what this is, thing that was people were so worried about that that wasn't being acknowledged. They can't seem to find anything that's not redacted that says its name. But something happened, and the biggest party in this island's history on the New Year's Eve in 2020 led to the biggest, most tragic event this island has ever seen, and everybody just split after. And that's basically what these books are telling them, is that something happened. Something major happened outside of that, the biggest and most awful event in human history, that basically made this paradise, this area where they were shielded from that, everybody just left in a hurry. And they are finding information that not everybody made it out alive either. So something major happened on this island, something extremely major, that a lot of people did not make it out of this alive. Now the thing is, Icella is currently reading a book that was apparently is still a rough draft. It's not published. It's the only one of its kind, and it's talking in full detail about what actually happened, and it's a lot to take in. So supposedly okay, first of all, trigger warning, I know we're in the middle of a pandemic, but I'm about to go into a more pandemic type storyline. I literally wrote this story before okay, remember how I had a character named Miracle Corona and then coronavirus happened? Yeah, I wrote both those stories before this, and I did not expect these things to literally come to pass. So, anyway, so the idea is that major. So a couple of people were getting sick on the island back at the time. They were bringing diseases apparently from these fallen meteors that hit a major city. It wasn't a big concern at the time, and people weren't really. Nobody was dying of it, so it wasn't really a big deal. It was just this virus was spreading very fast, though. Unfortunately, people started to arrive on the island to get away from the dangers outside this island, who already had contracted this virus. But since it wasn't killing anybody, nobody was really super concerned, but it was still concerning how fast it spread. Well, flash forward several years, and most of the people on the island now have this virus. It just kind of acts like a cold, though. So, it's still not that concerning. It just, they have allergies or they have a cold. Now, the woman who wrote this book is apparently named Amelia McLeod, and she's talking about how the fact that the virus went undetected for so long because of the fact that it seemed to be harmless. Until it had a longer incubation period than most viruses. So this happened probably early 2019. Then, on New Year's Eve, on their biggest party for this island resort chain, the biggest New Year's Eve party they were having, that's when tragedy struck. People started dropping dead and bleeding from every orifice, and people were going insane and crazy, and it just turned into a madhouse. And the people who weren't at this party that survived, basically were stuck inside trying to protect themselves from the people outside that were infected and dying. Now, this woman who apparently wrote this story ends it with saying that she wrote this book on the subject, says she's probably one of the only few people left, and she has now contracted the virus from somebody who she tried to help earlier in the week. Oh wow, you're thirsty already, love? Okay. She's saying there's very few people left on the island, though. Very few numbers left. There are still some people, but the numbers are very small. And this is back before the events of this thing. And though I do notice every now and then there are clearly people on the island that refuse to talk to us. So, but yeah, the Michelle I was about to say her name is actually Amelia McLeod, but I think I just found Amelia McLeod. So, the woman who wrote the story on this, that's where she is. I think it's safe to say that with the fact that she was dying, she probably drowned herself. I think it's safe to say with the fact that she was dying, she probably drowned herself. So, clearly there is a slight issue that there is a virus going around this island. There's just not a lot of people left, though, on the island, so it just doesn't seem to be anybody really that many people left. And if the people are left seem to actually actively avoid people. So there's a good chance we probably will never have to worry about the virus, in all honesty. But there are very clearly people who exist on this island. Hi. I do see you people kind of existing in the background. They just won't. They won't acknowledge us, though. Probably because, they're probably at home watching it on their television, and that's why they won't acknowledge us, because the island has very clearly slipped into utter despair. This island has very clearly slipped into utter despair. Speaking of which, it is 8 p.m. We should have the other group head home. But this island has very clearly slipped into utter despair, and they're very clearly supporting the cause that is this killing game. So that's why they're probably not actively paying attention to us. Anyway, I'll see you guys when we get back to the house.
Having fun, all of you? Alright, time to cut the shit. I want to know who stole my thing.
Your thing? What on earth could that be?
A thing. I have something that was stolen of mine and I want it back.
Perhaps if you told us what it is, we might be able to help you find it?
No. Because if I tell you, then you'll know what it is and you'll know how important it is.
Then I don't see what you expect us to do about it.
Alright. It's an amulet. I won't say what it's for, but it is a very important amulet that I took from Lauren after she was no longer in need of it.
Okay, so you're stealing from dead bodies now?
It's important, okay? I needed it. She had no longer any use for it.
Okay, so what kind of amulet could be that important?
That is none of your concern. It's just important, and I need it back.
Okay, do you have any idea who took it?
No.
Well, then how are we supposed to help you?
The perpetrator needs to give it back before tomorrow.
Why? What's tomorrow? It's just Sunday, isn't it? I mean, it's the full moon, but I can't see anything special about that. Is the full moon important to vampires? We have a vampire in our midst.
Forget I said anything. Never mind.
And he's gone again. What on earth was that about? Alright, so clearly someone stole something out of Batty's. I don't know how it's important to him or anything, but apparently it has something to do with needing well, he needs it back before tomorrow, is what he's basically saying. Alright, who put this... Is this food even still good? Okay, who cooked all this and just left it here? Seriously. I'm pretty sure your brother would give you permission, right? He's your brother. I feel like he'd give you permission, right?
Thanks.
Adrenaline withdrawal, technophobe, well, yeah, you're watching TV. That I can't do anything about the adrenaline stuff, but you are watching TV, so that's your.
Look up. Oh, Selga.
Really? You said no? Really, dude? You said no? Alright. Deep drink it is, then. I won't drink uncontrollably because I have vampires can kill mod and I don't want to accidentally kill him, so... We don't need a class trial. We know who did it, who done it. We don't need a class trial that we know who done it, so... There you go. Network slipping. Oh yeah, that's right. She's got close knit, but we're not exactly close knit right now, are we? We got quite a few people that are friendly with her. I mean, not really. She's got 3 people. She's got 3 friends. And I wouldn't even call them really friends. They're like 2 of her children and one's her romantic partner. I wouldn't exactly call her network slipping. She's got 3 friends. And 2 of them are family members. And they're not even friends. They're just... She's just closer to them because they're family. So, you know what? Screw that. However, she is feeling flirty. And Trevor very clearly, was into her once upon a time. So, honestly, maybe Trevor will take advantage of that. Since he's hungry for love, maybe he'll take advantage of that. Desperately attempt to flirt. Sure, give it a try. But yeah, especially because, like,
let's face it, Jonah's clearly in a relationship with someone else. So even if they get out of here together, he's gonna choose his wife and his family over her. So even if those two get out of here, she's the mistress. Just like how if Yusana had gotten out of here, Trevor was the affair. She would never have chosen Trevor over. She would have never have actually chosen Trevor. Over deliver a pickup line. I wonder if those will go well. Oh, he can already first kiss her? Wow. Okay. That actually went rather well. Wow, this is actually going way faster than I thought it would, actually, if I'm honest with you. See, the last time they were trying to have them flirt, they were arguing too, so... Wow, it's actually going really well, their little flirt session. See, the thing is, too, they used to be in a relationship, so... And I feel like Jonah has made it clear to Elsa that obviously she's the other woman, and he's really only doing that because he does find her attractive, and so she finds him attractive, and they're very clearly close, and what they're doing while obviously cheating, obviously they wouldn't hurt each other because they feel this close bond, even though their relationship will never go anywhere serious. Oh, it's Summer. Hello, Summer. That would make sense. Also, it is Sunday. Batty was saying something earlier about the fact that he wanted his thingy back before Sunday. I wonder what that was about, though. He said it was an amulet he took from Lauren. He said specifically it was an amulet he took from Lauren. I'm curious of what that is and why he needs it. It's just a very interesting thing, especially because he took it from Lauren. He clearly took it from Lauren's dead body after she was crushed by a piano. What is so important about this amulet? What even was this amulet? Okay, hi. That's gonna be awkward because Trevor's about to come back and flirt with her. Maybe don't do that where Jonah's clearly flirting with her. Just saying. I mean, there's gonna be problems later with that, but maybe don't purposely cause them right now. Very clearly, it is Sunday, and Batty did say he wanted this supposed amulet back. Don't know what it asks about what the amulet is and what it does, but there's clearly something going on there. Well, whatever. I think I'm going to go ahead and... There's not much going on right now, so I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end this episode here, guys. I love you all, my beautiful lovelies, and I will see you all in the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I shall see you soon. Bye! I want to thank you all for watching once again. I know I don't post as much as I used to. The videos are unfortunately going to be a little bit sporadic in uploads because of the fact that I do work a day job as a bridal consultant, but thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and I will try to post as often as I can.